Hey everybody, Slippery Slope here, and this is XHTML tutorial number 15. Right now we're going to go over height, which I already started working on, width, cell padding, and cell spacing. So without any further ado, let's go. Let's go. As you can see here, I already added this height attribute, and I gave it a value of 500. Would you like to see what it looks like? Well, already did save it, so let's run it. And we got this freaky table, which is taller and spaced out. And do we want that? No, we don't. And I'm going to show you a different way to space your cells. You may have heard me call them boxes last video. You generally don't want to call them boxes. Cells is the techie term you want to use. And we're going to get to that in a little bit. But since we can have a height attribute, you might want to know that we can also do width. So if we have a width of 500, save, run. Now that's not so bad at all. The other one was kind of ugly, but this is kind of cool because now we have extra space. Why did we do this? Why did we specify like this? Because how long is our column or how long is our row? It is as long as the lengthiest instance of data. So this sucker right here has all of this open space because we specified it. But normally, this cell would just be as long as it needed to be. So because we specified that it should be this big, we get that extra room. Let's go ahead and give you the visual example. We'll get rid of all that width. Save. Run. And now it's all air-packed, airtight. Air. I like saying the word air bud. And yeah, it's all tight and stuff. As you can see, I could reload, and there it is. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to forget that we just did height and width. I just showed you that you could use those. You're probably not going to use height very often for the reason why you just saw. But you will use width more often. And something I can show you as well is you could make the width a percentage instead of a pixel amount. And now it's super freaking huge. And it's as big as the page itself is. That's what that percentage means. 100%? Well, we're going to make it 100% as big as the page. And it's all spread out, and it looks really scary. So you could always change that to like 50%. Save. Run. Oh, hey, not so bad. It's now smack dab right in the middle, half as wide as the page. Moving right along, other stuff I wanted to show you is cell padding. And instead of explaining it to you guys right now what that means, how about I show you what it means? Put in our cell padding attribute. Launch it, and now, man, I almost put my hand to the screen again. That's like a bad habit. What it shows is that in each individual cell or box, which is the word you don't want to use, boo, you now have this space all around your header or your text right here, your data is all around. You have that 25. I love my current color scheme. Thank you for asking. So that is really nifty because you can have as much extra space as you want to, and that helps get rid of the tightness instead of putting in, say, like a height and screwing around with that until you get something that looks nice. Or you could try this, cell spacing. Is it spacing like Kevin Spacey? Absolutely not. Instead, you have extra space around each cell instead of inside of it. And it looks really freaky, almost like if you had a calculator. You know what? That gives me an idea. Calculator. Don't worry, this is just goofiness that I randomly came up with. I shouldn't even be doing this, but I can't help myself. Okay, if you got all you really wanted to out of this video, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe.